Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day before we begin the video. Please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. This week on General Hospital, Mayor Collins has to defend her actions. Plus, why has Portia seemingly changed her mind? Portia tells Kai that she can't, in good faith, recommend the surgery he wishes to get. This would be the surgery Drew promised to pay for, which could give Kai a chance to play football again. Wait a minute. Last week he told Curtis it was a good option. What's changed? Portia's opinion be damned, as Kai tells Trina that he's going to have the surgery. We're guessing it's going to have complications should he get it. At a public meeting, Laura is in the hot seat as Ezra challenges her. Your allegiance should be to the people of Port Charles and not the local crime boss. Previously, Laura and Jordan planned to use a public forum to fake a split between them over Laura's friendship with Sonny so that Laura could fire Jordan, who would then take a job working undercover with Sidwell. But will this blow up in Laura's face as Jordan feared it could? Finally, Sonny, with Diane present, meets Diane and Alex's new prospective partner Marco. He exclaims, "Jen Sidwell, that's your father, right?" Diane looks stunned. Offer rescinded. Read the General Hospital spoilers to discover what Lucas finds himself in the middle of and find out who is celebrating a birthday, which usually has a 50-50 chance of leading to drama. Hey, it's a soap. Tension is simmering beneath the surface in Port Charles, and this week on General Hospital, it threatens to erupt in the most explosive way yet. Laura Collins finds herself in a precarious position, caught between the truth she's been avoiding and the chaos it could unleash. Meanwhile, Sonny Corinthos is about to confront a face from the shadows, and Marco's arrival promises to shake the mobster to his core. As Laura tries to navigate a political minefield, she's also grappling with personal turmoil. Ever since Lulu's condition became public again, questions have swirled about Laura's true motivations. Why did she keep certain details hidden? Was she protecting her daughter, or herself? Now, with reporters circling and the city council demanding answers, Laura has no choice but to sit in the hot seat and face a grilling that could threaten her role as mayor. But what's even more dangerous than political fallout is the secret she's keeping. One that involves Cyrus Renault and a private deal she made that might come back to haunt her. Laura isn't used to making compromises that weigh heavily on her conscience. But in her quest to protect her family and keep order in Port Charles, she may have made a devil's bargain. As the public demands accountability and allies start pulling away, even Kevin is starting to question how far Laura is willing to go to maintain control. With Dante off dealing with another crisis, and no sign of Lucky returning just yet, Laura feels the burden of leadership pressing down harder than ever before. Her decisions in the coming days could determine not just her career, but the safety of everyone she loves. Meanwhile, in the darker corners of Port Charles, the name Marco is once again being whispered. But this time, he's stepping out of the shadows. Sonny has dealt with his fair share of enemies, but Marco is something else entirely. A threat that doesn't just want power, he wants revenge. Tied to an old vendetta from Sonny's past dealings in Puerto Rico, Marco's return is methodical, precise, and personal. This isn't about territory. This is about legacy, pride, and unfinished business. Jason has been trying to keep tabs on Marco's movement for weeks, but the man has been elusive. That changes when Sonny receives a message that chills him to the bone. A simple photograph, taken outside Christina's workplace, slipped under the door of his penthouse. The message is clear. Marco knows how to strike where it hurts, and he's not afraid to waste a second. He doubles his security, calls in Dex and Brick, and begins to prepare for the inevitable showdown. But it's not just about defending his turf. It's about confronting the choices he made years ago. Carly warns him not to get pulled back into a war that could reignite old flames and put their children in danger. But Sonny knows he doesn't have a choice. The streets of Port Charles are shifting, and Marco isn't just a ghost from the past. He's a storm on the horizon. Elsewhere, Ava finds herself caught between her loyalty to Sonny and her own self-preservation. She's been playing both sides for too long, and now the game is catching up with her. With Nicholas lurking in the background and Trina asking dangerous questions, Ava's mask is slipping. She knows Marco too, perhaps better than anyone realizes. And if Sonny discovers just how much she knows, he might not forgive her. Dante, pulled between family and duty, is about to make a decision that could end his career with the PCPD. He's stumbled upon intel that connects Marco's reappearance with a series of mysterious transfers through offshore accounts, one of which leads directly back to a shell corporation Sonny once used. He wants to protect his father, but he also wants the truth, and he knows that the moment he confronts Sonny, everything changes. Meanwhile, Jocelyn and Dex are walking a tightrope of their own. Jocelyn is trying to keep her distance from the Corinthos drama, but Dex is knee-deep in it. Marco's men have already made one attempt to intimidate him, and Joss is beginning to realize that no matter how far she runs, Sonny's world keeps dragging her back in. Their relationship, once full of possibility, now teeters on the edge of implosion. Back at General Hospital, Elizabeth and Finn are pulled into Laura's crisis as she turns to them for help. A patient arrives at GH with injuries that match the methods Marco is known for. And while the name is never spoken, everyone in the ER knows this is a warning. Elizabeth begins to piece together that the violence isn't random, it's calculated. And if Marco's willing to send a message through innocent blood, what's next? Anna Devane, still recovering from her own brush with death, returns to the WSB to see what information she can dig up. What she finds is chilling. Marco has connections not only in Puerto Rico, but in several international arms rings. He's not working alone, and his ties may stretch back to someone who has been watching Port Charles for a long time, waiting for the right moment to strike. And then there's the wild card, Cyrus Renault. Is he working with Marco? Or is he hoping Marco will take Sonny down so he doesn't have to? Either way, he's keeping his cards close. Laura may be under pressure, but Cyrus is calm, too calm. He's visited the prison chapel more times than usual, and the guards are whispering that something is coming. A transfer request has been filed under his name, but no one knows where he's going or why. The clock is ticking. Laura must make a public statement that could either calm the city or send it into full-blown panic. Sonny has to face a man who doesn't play by the old rules. Ava is being backed into a corner, and she knows that the moment she picks a side, she might be signing her own death warrant. And as tensions rise, someone unexpected will return to Port Charles. Someone who knows the whole truth about Marco, and whose loyalty could turn the tide of war. This week's General Hospital isn't just about secrets, it's about survival. As Laura faces a reckoning, and Sonny stares down a threat from his past, the lines between friend and foe blur. Who will rise? Who will fall? And who will walk away with blood on their hands? Stay tuned, because in Port Charles. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our YouTube channel for more update news.